Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are finally here. This is the Valorant Champions Tour. Well, for Oceania at least. So the Valorant Oceania Tour. Tonight, we are playing the seeding games. So there's 65 teams in total, I think, last time I checked, that have signed up to play in this tournament. And I am bringing to you a best of 3 tonight, going from Ascent, Haven to Icebox, and these two teams are Wildcard Gaming versus Villains eSports. Now, Wildcard Gaming, this is actually their debut game, I believe, because no one has seen them play. This team has been in the makings for quite some time, especially throughout the previous season. Wildcard Gaming, we have RDW, Seiko, Ralph, who is Wizard, Infrequent, and Ninim, or as you may know him on Twitter as Terrifying. Meanwhile, Villains eSports, we have Brew, Hunter, Kuda, Flutes, and Nick. Map 1 will be Ascent, Map 2 Haven, and Map 3 Icebox. I'll be handing over camera controls to Crash. As you may know, I am Digital QF, and Crash mate, it's us two again. Probably the best observer in OCE, just, you know, a little shout out there. He gets camera controls, and let's get right into this. We have Villains eSports starting on the attack with Wildcard Gaming on the defense. Starting off. Now, let's see. Right off the bat, it seems Villains eSports, they're looking to go for a mid-control take, maybe a B split at this rate, but Wildcard Gaming, very standard play, split up across the map, standard defense, playing far back mid. Give Villains eSports market control if it really does come to that. Don't challenge and lose a player early round, because the pistol rounds are always vitally important in any game they come into. Now, I like what Villains eSports are doing. This is a pretty good setup, a crossfire, but unfortunately, infrequent. I think they're in for a second. Oh my god, Hunter! Villains eSports, right off the bat, they're rushing onto B. There is only one player, essentially, on the B side by himself. Solo defense. Ninim going for a smoke. The classic right clicks. There you go. Down goes Nick. The trades going back and forth. RDW still holding on. And the stage utility is buying him time. That flow blocks off one angle. It's all down to Kuda by himself for Villains eSports. And no, he does get taken down. Wildcard Gaming. In the flurry of action, they actually managed to stop the push with 3 players standing. Villain eSports, they lose pistol rounds, but hey, 13 rounds to win, you got a long way to go. Now, as usual, when a team wins the pistol round, they tend to buy up with SMGs or cheaper mid-tier weaponry so they can secure the second round, which usually should be a win. If they do lose to a whole team of classics, which we are seeing on Villains eSports, it's a bit upsetting. Villains eSports, they have the right idea though. When you have classics, a gun with that doesn't do much damage and has limited ammunition, you go with numbers, quantity over quality. But unfortunately, good utility usage perhaps early rounds by Wildcard Gaming to stop the push. Villains eSports, that was a lot of aggression really early on outside A long, and that may have just given Wildcard eSports a chance to aggress elsewhere on the map, which thankfully they didn't. Because when you have, even though you have SMGs and say a Marshall, you don't want to give any man advantage to, oh my god, to Villains eSports, but right now, Wizard already good for 2, Infrequent already there, and Guardian to back him up. Wizard go for more! Oh, that's, the over-aggression really wasn't working in his favor, but that's okay though. Flutes, whoa! Ninim! Yo! You can't be doing that! That jet just flew in like an exponential curve, just going straight up, and the classic single right click, 3 bullets right to the dome. What a play! Oh my god! Oh, that was so fast, I could barely even react to it. This is terrifying on Twitter. Well, round 2 goes to Wildcard eSports, and they are looking to play the bonus round currently. They're going to keep their Spectres and Ares Marshall and a $900 Bucky. Meanwhile, you have a full buy, rifles, full armor for Villains eSports.
There.
Villains. playing this round really slowly now. They want some map control. They want information before they commit to hitting a site. Ninum, that's a pretty good one-way smoke. And I do think it might actually favor Villains eSports. They see Ninum first, and he can't really go for this peek. Unless he's ballsy. Oh no, he couldn't dash out in time. I heard a dash from someone. I don't think it was him though. Well, Villains eSports already off to a good start. That's one monster player for Wildcard Gaming, already 6 feet under. RDW though, this is a really good off angle. The Sage Wall and the Slow Orbs. It buys his team time to figure out what Villains eSports aren't trying to do in this round. And the Ares, sure, it can't headshot with a single bullet to the head. It takes a couple of bullets to finish the job. But, hey, quantity over quality. Villains eSports though, they're being so patient. Recon arrow coming out. RDW, he's aware, and oh, the off angle gets one, but gets instantly traded out. And Frequent actually with the Spectre still holding down short. He has backup from his teammate. Ralph for another onto Nick. 3v3, or 3v2 actually, my bad. 3v1, all down to Brood by himself. And the bonus round, the SMGs for Wildcard Gaming. They bring home the win. 3-0 Wildcard. Well, I'm not too sure. That round, ideally, Villain eSports, they had the right idea. They played slow, they got picks. But, I don't think they really pushed A side as a team, or at least they lacked the aggression, because they were spending too much time holding around. This gives Wildcard Gaming time to gather intel and make a educated guess as to which sites Villains eSports are hitting. Well, especially which sites they are hitting, Villains eSports. A full spot with SMGs and going for a hard B hit. 5 men, already on the B angle. Seiko, ooh, sees the scam, but doesn't manage to get anything more. Ralph playing distance against a single Bucky, which is the smart decision here. Shocked out from Seiko, and oh my god, somehow Kuda survived that. Kuda still fighting for his life. He's the last player standing for Villains eSports. 20 bullets, and oh, he saw the slow orb come from RDW. But he couldn't just quite get the crosshair placement on board to shoot him. Well, a lot of games tend to go like this, because early game, one team tends to get a lot of momentum. They get quite a lot of rounds. And sometimes it takes the other team just a little bit of time to, warm up and download and adapt to how the other team plays before they can deploy a counter strategy. Villains eSports on the defense again. Full buy versus full buy now. They have one ultimate to work with. That is the Killjoy lockdown. So this could be, really good for taking a site. Brew, long range, Vandal, single tap to hit. Brew goes down. Kuda though, he might be engaging 2 players real soon, and the timing! Oh, Seiko and RDW, perfect timing. Just catch Kuda with his tail behind his legs, running away.
Take flight.
Meanwhile, Villains eSports, they are getting the trade backs, and they have the man advantage by 1. Infrequent, he's going to have to back off from that nade. Oh, he's holding the paranoia, but he has to time the swell. Villains eSports, they haven't quite taken sight just yet. Nick, buying time. RDW already onto Brew. This guy's a menace, and the slow one as well. Sage utility. Flutes can't move. Your name is Flutes. You are raised. Have blast packs, but the movement's debuff. Ooh, much too powerful. RDW holding this close angle. There's 2 players of Wildcard Gaming watching the door now, and he even has the res. The man advantage hasn't turned on Villains eSports heads. 2v4 now. Well, 1v4 now. Ralph, somehow the turret took down Hunter, but Nick buying some 9 bullets. For 1, but it was inevitable. 3 players still standing for Wildcard eSports, and 5-0 going their way. Wildcard eSports, wow. I mean, Wildcard Gaming actually. Ralph, top of the leaderboard. It's reasonably early. No one's gotten a lot of kills just yet. No one's a superstar. But 8 kills, no assists. This man is finishing what he starts. And plus, right now, Wildcard, as you can see on the ultimate scoreboard here, Killjoy ultimate, the lockdown is available to him to hold down a site or retake. Infrequent with the From the Shadows Omen teleport, and Seiko with a Hunter's Fury. If he can get an early pick with it, or to deny bomb plant, that would be beneficial for his team. Meanwhile, the entirety of Villains eSports, 5 ultimates already available. RDW, I like this off angle. No one sees it coming! Doesn't quite get a kill though, he gets some tags going. But, oh dearie me, that's good intel. 4 players out mid. I'm the Hunter. Hunter's Fury. Getting attacks going. And Cinco takes out Blue. Ralph onto Flutes. The entire team of Wildcard Gaming, they are coming through all together. The teamwork, getting picks one at a time. Nick for one. At this rate, it's going to be a team ace. Oh, just as I say that, Ralph onto Nick. I think that's 2 for him now at this point. While Villains eSports, half the manpower of Wildcard Gaming again. That bomb spike is by itself. There were no teammates to back up Buddha. And oh, Hunter, I think he just dashed into the shock dart. It comes off quite a lot of damage, but he does get the kill. Nenim, however, Jet on Jet action. The Jet with the bigger gun tends to win. Well, now finally, Ralph, double digits. There you go. It takes only 1 round. Villain eSports. 5 ultimates still available. I think they should be making a play using the ultimates. Secure a round now before Wildcard Gaming. They pick up too much momentum and you know, get carried too far away in this game. They're already 6-0. Only 1 defuse round. So I think Villain eSports, they've only managed to plant once in the past 6 rounds. Did him. Yep, it's close angle as a Jet. Easy pick. Didn't even have to use the Jet dash to get away. Oh, he gets overly aggressive. The greed. That's his Blade Storm's wasted. And Nick just looks right up and takes him down like a clay pigeon. That is a really interesting Killjoy ultimate. It's on the wall. Okay. Well, Villain eSports, they pulled down the lockdown. Unfortunately, they can half take sight. But Wildcard Gaming, they're still getting the trades going. RDW once again with the sneaky off angles. Kuda, very aware, watching the flank. Frequent. Ooh, he's gonna have to win this duel. No, Kuda sees him first. But he is still holding the angle. There's a smoke available to him. Kuda, yes, good onto him. Frequent. Now 2 players left standing for Wildcard Gaming. 2v2 actually for the retake. Ralph takes down Flutes with a really well-placed Nano Swarm grenade. We're looking the wrong way. The team was from Wildcard Gaming. Oh, Kuda takes down RDW, but defuse is coming through. Ralph is trying to stick it, and he gets the sprayed down headshot onto Villain eSports. 7-0. Wildcard Gaming, this is, I'll remind you guys again, this is their debut match, I believe. This is their first official game, and they are off to an absolute blazing start. 7-0. These guys are on an absolute roll. The focus is razor sharp. It can cut the tension. Well, there is no tension actually, but Villain eSports, they only used 1 ultimate in that round, and Kuda managed to recoup 3 ult points actually right after using it. Still 4 ults available to them. Venom, once again, that's a really risky angle. This time, he smartly backs off. A lot of Jets can actually hold the angle and still go for a pick because the Jet Dash is a very useful piece of utility for escaping those situations. Well, Villain eSports, they've gone off of their aggression and their utility and managed to take side. The spike comes down just yet. Oh, that's a really good ultimate by Flutes, but it only buys time. Venom, Jet Dash out to escape, and that's what he was saving it for. Cinco shot down onto Nick, and it's going back and forth at this rate. Villain eSports, a man down. Spike finally coming down though, but Wildcard Gaming, they are really set up for the retake. Hunter is going to have to hide because Wildcard Gaming, it's a buddy system, 2 on 2. I like this. They can get the trades going. Seeker already on 3 kills. Defuse coming through, and the spray down from Kuda just wasn't quite there. And the Omen smoke dissipates in the worst of times. And he goes down. Wildcard Gaming. Wow. They retake site. They defuse without losing a single player. 8 rounds up.
Weapon here.
I love this. Villain eSports, early on, I think they were playing much more slowly, perhaps more disciplined, trying to gather intel and figure out just how to hit which sites that Wildcard is least defensive on. But unfortunately, when you're 8 rounds down, in the mental game of perhaps less experienced players, you tend to panic a little bit and just go for more how should I say, instinctive plays. That's a really good paint show. Oh my god, Flutes! What a paint job! RDW! Nowhere to run! He couldn't jump off that Sage wall, or else that was his advantage. Lost his positioning advantage. But one grenade, or maybe two, was all it took to down the Sage wall. Ralph gets naded out, and oh my god, Flutes for 2 now. Kills with only util. Good for more. Seeker by himself. Seeker, what a strike, getting 2! Almost a third. But Villain Esports Kuda does finally finish the job. Villain Esports, the man advantage, although not by much. This guy is absolutely terrifying when his aim is sharp. The defense from the Villain Esports reasonably split up across the side. Kuda, same angle, but he's very low this time. One shot will finish the job. Infrequent. He has to be aware, and he in fact infrequent knows. There you go. Clean headshot onto Kuda. 2-on-2. However, Wildcard Gaming, for the first time I think, their back mildly is against the wall because the timer slowly ticking away. Wildcard, they're moving strategically onto site actually. Flutes catches one. Oh god!
One enemy
gets
remaining.
1, and Flutes 3 kills for him already. But now he knows just by the time that the bomb is sticking away, and indeed he gets a spray down. What? He doesn't. Oh, he whiffs. Nina manages to tap away, takes out Flutes, but I don't think he has time. Oh, that's close. 69 milliseconds left for Ninim to defuse. If he perhaps got the kill sooner, that would have been possible, but my god, dearie me. That was a close round. And finally, Villains Esports, they put their first round on the board. 8-1, well, you can come back from worse, but the good thing is, as long as they win one round, and they can ensure perhaps that they can win the last 3 of the first half, 4-8, that's decent comeback material. As long as you win the pistol round and the second round following, 6-8, you can come back from that. It closes the gap. Oh, Nenem, the timing, crosshair placement. This is Jet at her peak on Ascent. You hold mid, you have an operator, and you know where to aim. Smokes one of them stop you. And Frequent being so patient, already takes down Flutes. That was one, perhaps, ultimate point wasted. Flutes, he does have the ultimate again, actually. He only used it 2 rounds ago, but he just died to get the ult orb, so it wasn't really worth. Villain Esports, they got the trade, although things could have gone better. Wildcard Gaming, a man up again, and the best thing is right now, oh no, the sprays are from Ralph, and the triple kill. I mean, Wizard, this guy, just sneaking around. He's so patient and just mildly aware. Wildcard Gaming, 9-1. They're not letting Villain Esports get anything in this game. I was gonna say, RDW, he had a resurrection available to resurrect, who was it? Infrequent, I think? But turned out, he doesn't even need it. Who needs to use ultimates? Villain Esports, at a certain point, they have to understand, perhaps, play much slower, watch all the angles, because Wildcard Gaming, a lot of teams, when they are off on a winning streak high like this, they tend to play very overly aggressive. So pushing angles, like you saw, Wizard, he pushed out long. That was a really risky play. Fortunately, it did work out in favor that round. Villain Esports, going for a B-split again, but the utilities, it doesn't really help them that much. Ralph destroyed the boombot on RDW. Yes, on the off angle again. Ralph for 1. The players on Villain Esports are falling. Oh, flawless round for Wildcard Gaming. That happened so fast, I couldn't even react. God.
Last round in the half.
This time, Wildcard Gaming versus the Villain Esports. 4 ultimates either side, but oh, okay. I didn't know that you can precariously balance a Phantom on the wall like that. Perhaps his Seiko just saving it as a backup. The thing about Valorant is, sometimes it's not worth reloading. If there's a spare gun on the ground, you pick that up and it's instantaneous, more or less, that you can keep shooting. It gets you back into the fight quicker. Villain Esports, once again, 4 opens build to them. Nina, man. Oh, this guy. This is what an experienced Jet does. It just creates so much headache for the other team. There's angles you can't peek, you can't hold long angles because you're constantly afraid of where the Jet with the operator is playing. Ninim, previous round, mid, he gets a pick without any vision. That round, A long, again another flick, and Flutes perhaps just a little bit too confident off of his boombot. It proved to be his demise. he had a really offensive ultimate available as well for his team. But now even that's gone. This time, Wildcard Gaming looks to perhaps close the half, I think, on a high note. They're not being overly aggressive and instead playing standard defense. Oh, but the single call off of the Aldrone usage, the audio cues.
You should run.
I am the
Run over. And Seiko, yep, there you go. Hunter's Fury to destroy the lockdown, perhaps. But if he misses it, well, he missed it actually, so it doesn't actually do Wildcard Gaming any good. He's coming through, and oh, the Nano Swarm Grenade. And RDW gets detained back of sight. This is great. Nick! Oh, did he kill him? RDW! Oh! I thought he was going to survive and actually managed to ninja Villain eSports. Thankfully, though, Nick does see him. Oh my gosh. They still have two ultimates available. Hunter's Fury, there you go. Now this time, that lockdown should be destroyed. Assuming they... Yep, they aim at the right spot. Villain eSports. Whoa! A kill as well. This is perfect. Venom not checking under and lands right on top of Kuda's head. Thankfully, though, Infrequent on a quick trade. And Infrequent for two now. Brew by himself. They know where he is. He's in the backside. And he's holding two angles at once. He's not aware that the last two players of Wildcard Gaming are coming from the same angle. Great trade. Great buddy system from Wildcard Gaming. Brew gets a kill. It doesn't matter. Infrequent's there to trade.
Light is diffused.
11-1. Wildcard Gaming for their debut
Switching
game.
sides.
Looking pretty good, I have to say. Looking really good. Villain eSports, yet a single player to break double digits. Things could be rough for them in the second half. They really do need the pistol round, though. Wildcard Gaming. Wizard. 17 kills, 3 more to 20, and he goes atomic. Ninum, the only player on the team to be under double digits, but they don't need him to be getting a lot of these big kills, because all he has to do, realistically, is just get a single early round pick for his team, and that's it, problem solved. Jet's job is done. Anything else is a bonus. That shock dart perhaps was a little bit preemptive. It was quite early. Wildcard Gaming, I don't think any of the players had time to push in that deep. Thankfully, though, Villain eSports had 3 players. In fact, all the players dedicated towards the B side, and the gamble is correct because Venom. Oh my God, for 2, and that's every player of Wildcard Gaming aggressing onto the B side. They're getting that kill. Blue Sport trying to get another, but at point blank distance versus Infrequent's Frenzy. Yeah, not a chance. You're going down.
Match point.
12-1. This is match point. Wildcard Gaming looking to make really quick work of this game. Villain eSports only managing to get 1 round. This is do or die. You can't afford to eco. You have to force up, which as you can see, that is what Villain eSports are doing. Four Stingers, half armor, and Brew still trying to debate what he should buy. Honestly, I think spending $1,000 on full armor plus a Bucky isn't a bad choice, because it's a pretty good gun. It's underrated, but it's more useful on the defense. Villain eSports. Oh no, the gamble stack towards A. It didn't pay off because Wildcard Gaming, they're all centered around the B sites. They have mid control and they have B control. They just don't have intel just yet of where exactly Villain eSports are playing. Ralph, Wizard, he sees a lot of players outmid. A telling his team to push, and indeed 4 players already rushing onto B. Wizard's by himself. Villain eSports, they're gonna have to try to get something to happen. And oh dearie me. Whoa! Lucy gets a couple of Seiko, but Nimim map awareness
Attackers
and takes
win.
down the last player of Villain eSports with the wall bang. Well, Wildcard Gaming off to a monstrous start, 13-1. Nice, very nice. Well, let's see on the scoreboard here, and there's really not much to talk about. Finally, all players of Wildcard Gaming. Double digits. Four first bloods for Ninum, which as you can see, we probably caught all of them because Ninum early round as Jet with Operator, he gets these picks. Ralph, 3 for him. Well, Ralph actually Wizard, who's the 5th player for Wildcard Gaming. I'm not too sure why he's called Ralph, but whatever. I won't judge him for it. Villain eSports. Yeah, that was a bit of a rough game, but then again, some teams, it tends to take it tends to take a game or two, maybe rounds, for them to warm up and just finally, you know, get better control of their nerves to go up against a higher tier team. Villain eSports, they are a slightly more amateur team. The players aren't as experienced as Wildcard Gaming. Wizard, I think a lot of these players actually, they have CSGO backgrounds, so it's a reasonably transferable skill. Nenim, Seiko, REW, in fact, you know, there's no point. I'm pretty sure the whole team has had experience in CSGO in previous years. Well, guys, 13-1, that's game 1 done. Map 2 will be Haven coming to you guys real soon. I am Digital QF, and Crashmate is your observer. We will be going for a short 5-minute break. So yeah, don't go away just yet. There is Map 2 coming to you guys real fast. So here we go. Guys, hello and welcome back. I just rewatched the last few minutes of map 1. I realized my game audio may have been a bit too loud, so you couldn't quite hear my lovely voice talking into your ear, but that has been fixed. This is map 2 for the Valorant Oceania tour. This is still really early on, like I said, and map 2 for Wildcard Gaming versus Villains eSports. Map 1 was Ascent, map 3 could be Icebox, but at the rate of which Wildcard Gaming they are playing, oh man, that Icebox is gonna seem like a pipe dream at this rate. 13-1 in the first map. Wildcard, this time the sides are switched at the start for a new map. Wildcard Gaming, you know these guys: Seiko, Wizard, Infrequent, RDW, and Ninum. Meanwhile, Villain eSports, Brew, Kuda, Nick, Flutes, and Hunter. This time, this will be Haven. This is a very special map for Valorant because it has 3 bomb sites. So naturally, you would think, hey, is this map a little bit more focused or favored towards the attack? I think you will be right if that is what you think. Because when you have 3 bomb sites, it makes the job for defense a lot harder. If you lose one player early game, yeah, oh, sorry, some of the players for Villain eSports, they were just expunging air from the lungs. On the defense, if you lose a player perhaps around the map, around mid, or on the site, it really makes the job for the rest of your team difficult. Because 3 bomb sites and so much ground to cover, the rotations really don't favor the defense. And the attackers, all they have to do is group up together and focus on hitting one single site. Well, right off the bat, Villain eSports, they're showing really good aggression. Actually, down C long, that's 3 players more or less. Infrequent, and then they do get revealed and holding their ground, looking for a pick. They have backup though. That's 3 players, 3v3 more or less. But right now, I don't think they realize that Hunter, he's actually jumped into the C-long cubby. Shockdart was close. Ninum, there's no Sage. Already tagged down to 81 HP, no armor. This reminds me of like CSGO pro games, because like usually when I play CSGO on pistol rounds, I always buy armor. I just go for the bullets. But Ninum there, I think he went for no armor and utility. Just like in CSGO, a lot of players on pistol rounds, they buy flashes, smokes, and nades instead of armor. Because they're so confident in their ability to land their shots, and confident in the ability of their teammates to back them up. Really slow around right now, Wildcard Gaming, working mid-control, which sort of is the name of the game for Haven. Villain eSports, still trying to piece together what's going on, but they do have the right idea, I think. There's no players out A long, there's no players out C long, and there's 3 players more or less watching the B mid angle, and I do think the site take is going to be the B site for Wildcard Gaming. Yep, they sneak onto the site. Oh, Flutes! Oh, narrowly gets stinged down. Sprays through the smoke, you take down Ninum. That's a headshot. 81 HP, no armor, won't save you there. Wildcard Gaming, RDW, yeah. So aggressive, gets sprays and Kuda still sprays through, getting all the kills. Now, the last 2 players are Wildcard Gaming. Wizard and Infrequent, half HP. Only takes a few bullets to kill them. To the toes of anything, gets a flashbang. Infrequent, wow. He was blinded and he was shooting through a smoke. That's a pretty good kill. Good utility usage. Infrequent, he's dashing around. Down to Wizard by himself. Already getting another kill. 1v2 now. The defuse is coming through. Hunter, he's going to stick it. And indeed, Villain eSports to win the round. Ralph, he's by himself. Couldn't get any more. Wildcard Gaming. Not bad, not bad. You had the right idea, but unfortunately, some of your players going too aggressive post-plant proved to be your downfall that round. It just, there was no reason to. Going for the kills maybe, or maybe you were just out of position. As a result, Villain eSports, they played that much more tactically. The buddy system, they got the trades, and a few lucky kills, I have to say, spamming through the smoke, and picked up, I think, 2 or 3 players. As usual, after a round loss, actually, I want to point out right now, Wildcard Gaming, they forced right back in the faces of Villain eSports. They are just that confident that they won't lose this force buy. Villain eSports, they may have a slight advantage in, like, say, armor or utility, but it won't be by much, because once again, Haven, somewhat attack-sided on the defense right now. There's only 2 players for Villain Esports on the A site. One of them, thankfully, a Sentinel, but Hunter, that's a really risky peek. Sees 1 player, maybe 2, and he's calling a rotation over. Wildcard Esports, Wildcard Gaming, they've been revealed. So they're just being patient and trying to decide, do we hit A or not? Seiko, this is what you should be doing as solo. Use your utility and get intel first. Utility first, players second. Wildcard, they're playing this so slowly, just biding time and waiting. What they are doing, I think, is waiting for a rotation perhaps to come out from Villain Esports. What's not happening? RDW dashes on site. Gets paranoid by his own teammate though, infrequent. But it doesn't really matter. His crosshair placement is correct and the game sense is pretty good, so he understands what's going on and where to aim. He gets 1 kill, but overall the man advantage is favoring Wildcard Esports. 1 man up, and the spike has been planted, so the pressure is on for Villains to retake. Oh no, the Ferrari peak by Ninim. He does more damage than he receives. Things are looking a little bit rough. Ninim down to a classic now, opting to not reload. 7 bullets remaining in the classic, but have, make no mistake, in the hands of this guy, that gun is a menace. Oh no, brutal 1, but somehow the trades just aren't going in the favor of Villain Esports. Wildcard Gaming, they buy right back on a force buy after losing the pistol. And their confidence has paid its dividends. They win. Everything's all tied up, and already, by the way, this is round 3. Ninim already has Blade Storms. It doesn't matter if he's on a Stinger. He can just use the blades. Those things, full accuracy in movements. And oh my gosh, 1 shot to the head. It's like a really cheap, Vandal, sort of, but it reloads automatically, provided you get a kill. Wildcard playing very slow, expecting perhaps a YOLO push to come out from Villain Esports. What we are seeing though is not the case. Wildcard, there you go. Utility first. Brew, he gets it exposed first, but doesn't matter. It's all for his teammate with the Bucky, who floats. He doesn't actually manage to get a kill with it. It was point blank, but perhaps he was aiming at another player. Oh my god, and then he invested 6 ult points into this round, the Blade Storms, for only 1 kill. Was it worth it? Yeah, sort of. You play for the rounds, not for the kills. Villain Esports, well, I'm hoping to not see a repeat of the previous game, but Wildcard Gaming, they're absolutely feeling themselves right now, going off of that win streak high, coming to this game strong. Full buy though for Villain Esports, so in terms of weaponry, it does favor them. They have much superior firepower. I do think there's only 1 rifle in the hands of RDW on Wildcard Gaming. Nick, the crosshair placement was good. Oh no, he has to run though, because RDW is chasing him up. And that's a pretty good showstopper. It tickles the behind of the Sova, doing some damage and flutes. He has to be aware, because right now he's getting pushed from a separate angle. Wizard, the lurk, goes right through the garage and catches flutes off guard. And oh my god, the aggressive push actually from Wildcard Gaming. They're getting these kills, and there are no trades going back for Villain Esports. Ninim peaks for Kuda. Kuda just aims a little bit too low. Did damage, but couldn't quite take down Ninim. Wildcard, the spike has been planted. The last 2 players of Villain Esports, they're going to have to figure something out real soon. And oh, Seiko getting a little bit impatient, peeks out early, and Brew with a flick right onto his head.
1 enemy remaining.
Ralph, Wizard, once again, the patience. The lurk, taking down another player of Villain Esports. And it just wasn't meant to be. Wildcard Gaming, at the end of that round, going around and just picking up the spoils of war. Rifles, Vandals, Phantoms, everywhere. It's a buffet. Wizard, actually. You see that? Ready? Yeah, that's right. That means he has Killjoy lockdown available to him. Is he going to use it to take a site? Or to hold a site? Let's find out. On the flip side, actually, I just realized Kuda, the same ultimate. one thing that we actually do see quite often with Killjoy ultimates when it's available for both teams is, oh my god, is the counter ult, but 3 Stingers just shooting down the C long angle. That was monstrous. My audio nearly bugged out. I wasn't expecting that. Holy moly. 2 players of Wildcard Gaming already go down because the pure fire rate, the pure quantity of bullets coming out, it was just unexpected. Well, Kuda, well, it wasn't Kuda actually. The Killjoy ultimate on the attack had to be used for retaking the spike. Kuda buying his time, being so patient on the short angle. RDW, indeed, he does clear it. That's one retake, ultimate gone. But Brew, once again, the Stingers are coming into this round with an absolute vengeance. They're picking up so many kills. RDW, he's probably the only player on site by himself. Wizard's gonna have to back him up real quick, and then he does. Wizard already onto Nick. RDW gets flashed, nothing more he could do. And Wizard by himself gonna use his swarm grenades to buy time for his team. Not good enough though. He couldn't even activate the second one, I think. Because Flutes just wide peeks and gets the kill. The retake for Villain eSports successful. 2-3. You would think that Wildcard Gaming, off of the ultimates they had, they would have been able to take this round. But the aggression from Villain eSports paid off huge that round. And they are just here to show, hey, you guys can go aggressive, so can we. Villain eSports now 4 ultimates! From the Shadows, Blade Storm, Run It Back, and Lockdown still available. Flutes on the defense.
Right
if he
here.
makes a aggressive play with it and gets 1 kill, it would help his team. Gets 2 kills, it's basically the round done. But never count out the caliber of players on Wildcard out. Fury coming out. Good dodging actually by Nick. Well, just as I say that, this guy gets flushed out of position. Still survives though, it's not too bad. RDW. Raise utility and just aggressively pushes onto the C site. Doesn't really catch anything, but hey, at least Wildcard Gaming, they have side control. This time, Flutes. This is the same scenario.
Spike planted.
Oh, not again. Ralph on the lurk. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I don't even know. Wizard on the lurk. Good for 2. Kuda, that's a lockdown. This is really unfortunate. RDW, he realizes he can't dodge the ultimate from the corner. So I do think RDW is going for the aggressive push. And indeed, wow, what a kill. Trying to go for another kill. Finish the round. Hunter gets the kill though, but 29 HP. RDW has done his due diligence. Smoke wasted, and Seiko, his work was cut out for him. 29 HP, just shoot Hunter in the leg, in the toe, and that's the round done. 4-2, Wildcard, they strike back off of a single round, going the way of Villain eSports. They don't want Villain eSports to be getting any rounds. They want to show who's the big dog here. RDW, his heroic plays, his aggressive plays as the Rays, as the duelist for his team have paid off now. He has Showstopper into his name again.
What's this?
Oh, Villain eSports. Once again, they realized that the aggressive push previously worked out in their favor, so they will be doing it again. Ralph, that's a turret. He got intel and knows there are a few players for Villain eSports pushed aggressively mid, so very smartly he pulls back. You don't want to lose a player on the attack because this map, it's already attack-sided, but you need every advantage you can have. The name of the game is mid, and there's indeed where Wildcard Gaming, they focus their efforts on. Flutes being so patient, I would say. He really doesn't want to peek the angle. It's too much of a risk at this point. Oh! Mountain does some damage, but he is on the short end of the stick, getting tagged down to single digits and loses, well, not single digits, but loses all his armor. I like this though. Nick, the man with a classic and a dream. He's already flanked behind Wildcard, and he's checking mid. He's like, guys, they're not mid. Where are they going? This is bad. This is really bad. And the TP from the Shadows from Imperial Good to hell. Wildcard Gaming, they already have sight. RDW as well pulls out the Showstopper. Doesn't even need to use it. Hunter, ooh. Couldn't quite fly high enough or catch any players off guard. Overall, Wildcard Gaming, they should have the advantage in this round, at least have a gun advantage, but the time is not on their side. 10 seconds left. All Flutes has to do is stop the plant, hits the kids and kill the bomb planter, and indeed, Wildcard eSports, they should win the round. Oh no, but everyone pushed onto site, and Ninim just cleans them up. You don't even have to plant the spike when you kill all the players. Oh, dearie me, that was a roller coaster of emotions. Wildcard. Oh, their patience was the bane of their existence for that round. But Villain Esports, Flutes had the right idea, but unfortunately the rest of his team had to push out. And there was like what, 2 seconds left on the clock. It doesn't matter. Wildcard Esports, they sweep the floor. This time, Wizard again, double digit. This guy's a monster on Killjoy. You don't expect a Sentinel to be getting so many kills on the attack, but Wizard, he makes it work. Oh, I like that aggression actually, but the Killjoy turret, it doesn't work for Flutes because as soon as that smoke expires, Wizard's gonna be so aware that someone is gonna be out of the garage angle. RDW facing off against Brewer, and indeed good for one. RDW looking for another. Oh, Hunter actually takes him down with a $900 pump action shotgun, but the spike has been planted. Flutes managed to spot a player, and a good cover by Wizard to protect Ninim. Flutes just got tunnel visioned. Oh no, the smoke. It didn't pop in the nick of time, I think. Hunter flew up and killed his teammate, Cinco! Oh dearie me, Wildcard. It looked like they were a little bit unsure early in the game, but now when they've gotten firm footing, yeah, they are starting to build up the pain train, and choo-choo, it is coming right now. 3 rounds in a row, 6-2, tripling the round score of Villain Esports. On both teams, it's still a full buy versus a full buy, so, you know, it's not the best, it's not the worst thing in the world. Villain Esports, at least they don't have a gun disadvantage, so they can fight more or less on equal footing. Compared to Wildcard. Oh no! Hunter! What was that dash? What was that dash? He missed! He couldn't even escape! And he pays dearly for it. He only does some damage. Ninim tagged down to 46 HP. A Vandal bullet to the body does 40 damage, I think? Yeah, 40 damage to the body. So it still will take 2 to take him down. Of course, as always, one headshot will finish the job. Seiko plants the spike and narrowly just burns a little bit, but it's okay. It's like walking around when the floor is lava. It doesn't matter. Wildcard, there are 3 players in the hell position. It's buying their time. That's a really good shot, that actually. Seiko, it pushes Villain to push out. Seiko, oh dearie me, good for 2 Flutes. He was only able to get 1, but Brew now by himself. That was too many guns just aimed at the last player. Nothing he could do. Brew, outmanned, outgunned. Wildcard, 7 rounds, and they are starting to build really good economy. Well, in fact, they already have really good economy. 2 players, 8.6k, and 2 other players just under 8k. $9,000 is the
right here.
Is the money cap. So in terms of financial buy power, they are sorted. Villain Esports on a force buy and a half buy actually. I like this aggression. 5 players, also a swords angle. The Boombot spots out 1 player, and RDW very aware, expecting perhaps an aggressive push to come out from Villain Esports. So they're all just holding Ninim, the last player. I don't think he saw Flutes actually cross under his vision. Oh, Ninim shoots the recon arrow and gets traded out instantly. He wasn't expecting that many players to be pushing him. And Frequent now holding the long distance. Gets already 1 kill onto Hunter. That's actually a Killjoy lockdown invested by Wildcard Gaming. They want to secure C-site and make sure that there's no one around the midsection of the map. RDW holding the angle, good for one, good for two, but wasn't expecting the jumping judge from Kuda and gets absolutely blasted away. However, Villain eSports, there's only 2 players left. This is gonna be rough. Paranoia coming through. That's good. It's good. It gets one, and Wizard with a double spray down. With spray control. Villain eSports. Yeah, things are not looking good. Two players now. Wildcard Gaming, double digits. Wizard on 16, RDW on 10. And they have money still for days. They're making it rain, baby. Ninum, terrifying. $5,000, 50 cal. The operator is out on the attack, which probably isn't the side you want to use an operator on. But on the flip side, Hunter, also the opposing side's jet on Villain eSports, has bought his own operator. Should be getting a few kills ideally, but unfortunately he's holding the wrong angle. Wildcard. Oh no.
Get out of my way!
They take C-side for free, and Nick is going to have to go into his garage angle to back up his teammate. That's a lot of blades actually expunged by Nick. Only tags Nick down to 50. 2 blades to his body, but he survives. Wildcard, a man down. And the spike has been planted. Oh, Ninum, there you go, terrifying. $5,000, 50 cal. Already gone to Brew, and Jet versus Jet. Oh, takes the head right off of Hunter. Haircuts for free. And this is that was all this time. Oh my dearie me. A single Paranoia infrequent, a double spray down Seiko onto Flutes. Villain eSports, they're just getting outplayed at every turn by Wildcard. Last round already. Can you believe it? This Wildcard again, they want to get this game done early. 9-2, 7 rounds ahead. Villain eSports, they have to figure something out on the attack because the defensive half is pretty much all over. The final round of this half, and you don't even have money to buy anything more. Wildcard. This time they are going for the A hit, and this is where Villains, their stacks now. Oh, Ninum good for one. Well, doesn't actually get anything. Seiko for one, actually. Ninum now gets his own kill, but oh no, the crossfire. This is brutal. Kuda is exposed, and oh my gosh, Ninum, how do you survive that? That was a 4-player stack onto short, to sewers from Villain eSports, and Ninum just movement and smart usage of the map manages to escape and stay alive.
Turret out.
2-10. Villain eSports, they need the second round, pistol round. They need it now. They can't let Wildcard Gaming pick up any more rounds, or else their window of opportunity to come back becomes shut. Right now, it's already very thin, but it could be worse. Like, somehow saying that, it just reminded me of Pedro Pascal in Wonder Woman, actually. What he was saying. Life is good, but it can be better. But that was the inverse. Life is bad, but it could be worse. Seiko, that's a pretty good spray down the Z-long angle, only tagging down 4 players. Oh, but the aggression, however, he's not aware that one player is so close to him, but he still manages to get the kill. And the jet smoke actually worked in his favor somewhat. Brew being really aggressive, pushing through. RDW, the paint shells just forced him into a corner.
One enemy remaining.
Oh no, the plant has been achieved by Villain eSports, but Nick, he's by himself now. 67 HP, that's not a lot to work with. And Ninum, out from C-long, a single classic shot to the head, executed. Wildcard Gaming, they pick up the pistol round in the second half as well. 11-2, 2 more rounds, they're gonna win. I know, dearie me, Ninum opting to not even buy full utility, half armor, and wanting to play with a Vandal. He wants to work with a big gun, the headshot machine rifle. Villain eSports, to understand, it's the same situation as map 1 now. In the second half, you don't have any room left to work with. You have to force up and hope for the best to win a round. However, Haven attack-sided, so they actually do have a chance. Valorant eSports, really aggressive mid control early on. And thankfully for them, there's no players of Wildcard Gaming on the B side. And the point should be coming down reasonably fast. Oh, that shot dart was good. The shot dart's good again. Seiko takes down Flutes. And oh no, RDW with the paint shells. And then with the kill of his own. Kuda sprays down Seiko, sprays down a second, and all by himself. Now Nedum's still surviving somehow everywhere. This guy is just ridiculous.
Match point.
Match point, you heard it. 12-2. Wildcard Gaming looking to close this out right now. They have the gun advantage somewhat. They have the rounds advantage easily. Villain eSports, no choice but to fully force into this round. You can't afford to eco. You have to buy. Work with whatever you have. It is now do or die.
Turn out.
Wizard again, top fragging for his team. 19 kills, one more, and he goes atomic. Did he get it in map 1? I think so, I'm not too sure. Villain eSports, they don't have time to play slow and afford to lose a player in a duel of trades. So instead, just go for the straight side aggression. Nidum, he gets paranoid by someone's paranoia. Was it his teammates? I'm not too sure. I think it was Infrequence actually. Infrequence, oh dearie me, good for one, but he may have just managed to give Villain eSports a round. The man advantage is favoring Villain eSports, but the killjoy is very, very low. That's a good paint shell. Hunter, man, mentions the dash shot. Perfect. That was the perfect scenario for a jet as well. It doesn't matter. Kuda snipes out RW in midair. There's still a player in heaven though, so he can't be lifting his eyes away just yet. Good dinks. Seiko for 2. 65 damage to the body with the Guardian. 2 on 2 now. Wildcard Gaming, they always bring it back. Flutes holding a long angle. Oh, Brewer as well.
Last player standing.
Already a kill. Seiko by himself. Already 3 kills. The spike is too far ticked away. Seiko has to stick it because the round is about to be over. And Flutes, he does get the kill. It doesn't even matter. Well, it's guaranteed Villain eSports wins this round. Oh, wow. Villain eSports not out of this just yet. They are hanging on and fighting tooth and nail, blood, sweat, and tears to not let map 2 finish the same way as map 1. Already, as much as I hate to say it, they're tripling the round score. Full buy going for Villain eSports, but Nidum, this guy with the dollar store operator. Oh my god! Clean headshot onto Nick, the aim, the flick, infrequent point blank, and then Nidum jumping around the classic, trying to get a kill. Oh dear me, Flutes, was it worth it, man? I'm not too sure. And getting aggressive actually, infrequent pushes down, thirsty to pick up the kill onto Flutes after destroying the the runner back Wizard. The aggression gets spotted out by the Killjoy turret, and he himself has to fall back.
Out.
Thankfully though, Villain eSports, they were aiming just a little bit too far to Wizard's left. So Wizard, he managed to escape relatively harm-free. 3-on-3, Villain eSports, they could still win this. In fact, I do think they have the right call. Go for the A-site hit, because for 2 reasons. A-site, well, there's one player on each side actually. But the main reason is, if you can kill the Sova, that's the Recon Arrow gone. That's the only player with ultimates gone for Wildcard Gaming. Unfortunately, that was theory. It doesn't happen. Because as you can see, Seiko, yep, destroys the Killjoy lockdown, and he's still off-site, so he will have the Recon Arrow available to him when his team attempts to retake. Ralph, good cross replacement, so all he has to do is click, not flick. Villain eSports down a man again. Blue's still alive, getting the kills. It's all down to Kuda by himself. Good for 1. The shot onto Seiko and RDW. Oh no, this is brutal. This is brutal. This is brutal. Looks the wrong way. And style points. 360 midair takes down Kuda. GG. It is match point, and the win goes to Wildcard Gaming, 13-3.
Defenders win.
I like that. I will seriously give RDW style points for that final kill. It was brilliant. I love it. Well, guys, that's it. 2-0 for Wildcard Gaming. They managed to take the win for Stage 1 in the first seeding game, I believe. Relatively stress-free. Guys, if you have been on my channel for a while, you know how I like to do things. Always, whenever a team wins a game, I tend to, if I have time, I tend to go for a post-game interview with the team captain. And the team captain, I believe, for Wildcard Gaming should be Wizard, who was Ralph, the carry for both maps. Well, 13-3, 7 plants actually for Seiko, so that's probably the most outstanding stat I have to see. And overall, it was sort of one-sided, I have to admit. Wildcard, this is their debut game, their first official, and they came in with a bloody vengeance. Now, I will be going for a call with Wizard real soon. RDW, the only player that I have on their team, so if he wants to pull Wizard...
I'm bringing Wizard.
Yep, you can bring Wizard. Or you can actually speak if you want to yourself. Okay, or not. He just left the call. Just give us a moment, ladies and gents. And besides, it would be nice to get a few words from Wildcard Gaming just to see, you know, like what's going on for them, this team. It's been, the inception has taken quite some time, and now are they looking to perhaps be the next super team for the OC region? Are they looking to perhaps take the spot of the now disbanded EXO clan? Well, the call has been started, and thank you very much, RDW.
Alright, love you. Bye.
See you, man. Now, Wizard, the man. First question, why is your name Ralph?
Ralph is love, Ralph is life, man.
Well,
Ralph's
Ralph.
taking a storm.
Is Ralph the name of your cat?
No, mate, my cat name's Zelda, but
Oh, Zelda, okay.
I'm a cat in the future, it's going to be Ralph, that's for sure.
Perfect. You already have things planned ahead. Well, man, congratulations. Relatively relatively fast games, 13-1, 13-3, and I do think you top fragged for both. What do you have to say?
That's pretty Ralph.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're an up-and-coming team, new to the game, new to the the competitive scene, and they put up a good fight. I think we're just individually just a bit more talented. I think our structure's not there yet as a team since we're very fresh.
Yeah.
But I think just the individual prowess shined tonight.
It absolutely did. Everyone, like in fact, all the players of your team, just like you said, they have very good personal plays. But one MVP though, who would you nominate?
MVP?
Yeah.
I have to give that to Nim Nim. He's just an absolute freak
Monster.
on the jet. Probably the best knives in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Best movement in the country.
Oh yeah.
It's him an absolute monster. So look towards him in the semis and the finals.
Oh, already calling it out. Semis and finals.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Anything less is
a disappointment.
Just ain't it. Just ain't Ralph.
Absolutely. Well, man, also have another question. Who does the IGLing in-game? Because when I was talking to RDW earlier, asking who the team captain is, he says, not really anyone. I guess Wizard could be him, but, you know.
Yeah, I believe that's Ralph at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
We are trying to divide it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But at the moment, since we're very fresh, Ralph's got the reins primarily.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually it's just going to kind of fall on about 2 or 3 players.
Ah, right, I see. So, Wildcard Gaming on the first debut match, still trying to figure things out, but so far looking really, really promising. Well, man, any last-minute shout-outs or words you want to say on stream?
Yeah, shout out to Ralph.
To Ralph, the man, the myth, the legend. Oh, man, thank you very much for coming. I'll let you guys go, and good luck going further up into the bracket, man. See you guys in the semis.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for casting.
No worries. Have a good night.
You too, man.
There you go. You heard the man, Ralph. That was a pretty Ralph game. Not bad. 13-3. Wildcard Gaming on their first debut official match, and they absolutely slayed it. I love it. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed the show. you can give me a follow on Twitter at DigitalQF or follow me here on Twitch, just this channel in which I'm more active. I'll be casting quite a lot of games in the next few days and weeks for the Oceania tour. And Crash, hopefully, he will be observing. And once again, everyone, thank you for the support. Thank you for the follows. That's a lot of names, man. Should I read it? You know, I think I will. Thank you. Okay, this is a lot of names. I'm just going to say thank you to everyone who followed. Thank you, everyone, for the support. I try my best to bring you guys a great show. As always, give Crash a follow as well. The best observer, well, proclaimed in OCE on Twitter at CrashMate. That's mate with 3 A's. Guys, once again, I'm your caster, DigitalQF. This is all from me tonight. See you next time. Tomorrow, actually, I think. But yeah, you'll see me on Twitter when I announce when the next game is. Now it's time to end the stream and go for a raid. See you later, guys.